President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the National Security Advisor Malam Nuhu Ribadu have received a plea to intervene and prevent the potential eruption of a political crisis in Rivers State. And this is coming from a Arewa leader. I don't know what their problem is. Fubara and Wike are fighting. What has that got to do with anybody? Is that what's the problem? Is that the problem of Nigerians or the problem of Rivers people? Because even in your own region, people are dying of insecurity, poverty here and there. You people have not called them. You are talking about all these politicians that are overfed. It's overfeeding that is worrying them. So this is not something that people should be talking about. Let this Fubara issue not bring another problem in Nigeria. Say wait concern anybody concern them. Wike should resign or be sacked. From all indications, Arewa is backing Fubara because they just want him. If he has to do something, that's what they are saying. That Buhari or Tinubu must do something before it will bring problems to Nigeria, which I think is none of Nigerians' problem. That is not what Nigerians are talking about. Things are so expensive. The appeal came from Arewa leader in the south, Musa Sahidu, who emphasized in a chat with Vanguard that any upheaval in the state could deter investors, creating a ripple effect across the Niger Delta region. The whole Nigeria, even the one way Tinubu don't do, people are running. A lot of companies are leaving Nigeria, and you are telling us about Port Harcourt or River State. Sahidu pointed out that not only would such a crisis discourage investors from entering the country, but it could also undermine the federal government's efforts to attract investments, especially considering the significant role the Niger Delta's oil-based economy plays in the overall economic landscape of the nation. River State is the energy corridor of Nigeria and spreads to the Gulf of Guinea through the Bonny River. It must be protected by the federal government from political crisis. The president should call his minister of FCT, Wike, to order. Since he started fighting Governor Sim Fubara, the state has had tension. People are afraid of what will happen in River State. The crisis in River State will be if the current situation is allowed to get out of hand. There's a massive underground build up against Sim Fubara. The Ijos will not surrender to this. We don't even want a crisis in River State. There's peace in Bayelsa and we want that peace in River State. If there is a crisis in River State, it will be disruptive to the economy of the country because the crisis will spread across Niger Delta. Saidu emphasized that the Ijaw people of River State patiently waited for 24 years to attain the governorship seat peacefully. Given this historical context, he cautioned that they might not easily yield to any attempts to remove them from the government house when it is rightfully their turn. It took Ijaw 24 years after to get the governor in River State, and somebody is plotting to remove him. I don't see how it will work. Saidu urged President Tinubu to demonstrate through his actions that he is not involved in the troubling political situation in River State. You should know that that is exactly what is happening. It's even the Tinubu that is going to cause the problem. He suggested that Tinubu could achieve this by either instructing his minister to desist from any activities contributing to the issue or by considering the removal of the minister from his position. Tinubu should convince Nigerians that he has no hand in the political crisis of River State by either calling his minister to order, and if he fails to comply, sack him or ask him to resign. Nigeria needs the peace in River State. The federal government should not allow Abuja to be the ground to plot crisis for River State. People are being invited to Abuja to hold meetings all about Governor Sim Fubara. I am in Abuja as I am talking to you. This is happening at a time when the federal government is inviting investors to come to the country. I don't even think any serious investor will come when there is a crisis in River State and the Niger Delta. The investors' confidence in the federal government is building should not be shattered. The peace that took time to be built in River State should be sustained. There is tension in River State and it can lead to anything. You can't push out a governor easily. We all know this. The Ijaws have taken it as battle. Saudi underscore the need for preventive measures in Rivers State, suggesting that either Wike should resign or be sacked to avert a potential crisis. He emphasized the importance of avoiding the exacerbation of issues in rivers in Nigeria stemming from the Fubara situation. Saudi also urged Tinubu to exercise caution, particularly in light of Wike's aspirations for a presidency with a different political party, which adds a layer of complexity to the political dynamics. This minister should resign from office or be sacked if the federal government allows Abuja to be the base to plot crisis in Rivers State. The effect will rub on the system. Let this Fubara issue not bring another problem in Nigeria. Wike should resign or be sacked. That is what this guy is just concerned about. Resign, sack, resign, sack, resign, sack. And Tinubu should prove to Nigerians that he's not involved in this. How do you expect Nigerians to believe that Tinubu is not part of this whole thing? President Tinubu should know that Wike aspires for the presidency in another party, so he has to be careful. Hope this is not a ploy to destroy Tinubu's government to make way for another candidate by the next election. All of them, they go do themselves. See what this one, you know. Hell, now wow for this country. Now wow for this country. What it concern Agbero with overload? I tell you. The Northerners cannot decide who to be minister. Wike, power drunk, very unfortunate for him. It may end his political career. I beg, make una parkway. Which problem will it bring to Nigeria? You are only making them to feel that they are big. Without them, Rivers State and Nigeria will progress more, and that is it. And of course, I'm just like, what is the correlation? Even with Buhari or Tinubu's character and his own style of governance, people don't work out. People don't leave. The talk of Fubara, nobody. I beg second base, Jerry. You don't get 50%